Okay, hello everyone. If you're watching this video, there I am. I wanted to sort of go over how to use Google Meet. There was some questions on being able to present using Google Meet the same kind of way that you present in Zoom. So I thought I'd show you a couple things about Meet that will meet your expectations, hopefully anyways, because Google Meet is free for all of our, for anyone that is on the BDEC network, of course, because we fall under the G Suite program. So this is Google Meet. Let me just go through a couple of things on here so that you can see. So if you are, once you've created the meeting, of course, down here you can see you can either email the link to people or you can invite them individually. So down here, when it says meeting details, there's a couple of things. Here you can see here's the link if you needed to send to somebody. Over this little button right here, it says attachments. This is if you want to send documents to people. They can receive them through there, which is kind of handy. If you want to invite people, if you click on the little people icon up there, you can see that all I have to do is here it's add people. There's also a chat feature, which is kind of handy because people can ask questions and as you're doing a presentation. Now, if I want to present, so I bring up a file here, and this is just a Word file that I had. And if you wanted to show it to everybody, all you have to do is hit this one here that says present now. So when I hit present now, you have a couple different options. Your entire screen, a window, or a tab. So if I just want to share a window or a tab, I can just click on that. So you can see here, the tab one is quite good because I can choose which one I have open to share with. So that's all these up at the top. So if you want to share a tab, that's anything that's at the top of your screen here. Okay, so if I just want to show a different, so if I had a PDF file that was up or another web page or something like that, or a YouTube video that's on another tab, I can do it through there. If I wanted to share just a window, which is basically any of the programs, I can go window. The entire screen will just basically, whatever I have on my screen, that's what will get shared. So one I like is actually the one with the window. I'll show you why, because now I can choose which ones I want to share. So I don't want to share what I have here, but I do want to share this document here that I have open. So I can hit share like that. And you can see it'll say you are presenting your screen. Now you see it doesn't show up here. So where did it go? Well, it's not there because I've moved it to. So I have a second monitor hooked up to my laptop here. And all I do is I drag it over to that second monitor. Oops, come on. Drag it, there we go. There it goes. There it goes into my second monitor. So now what I can do is I can see my screen here. And if I want to see everybody that's in the meeting here and do my presentation for my document, all I have to do is click on these three little dots here and go to change layout. And now I can choose what I want to see. So you can see if I want that one, here's tiles. It'll put everything across the bottom. So right now I have me and three different screens because I have two phones and my laptop going all at the same time. So there's me on my right side, there's me on my left side, and there's me in the center. So you can see that depending on how many people you had in the meeting, they would all show up in the blocks down here on the bottom. And if you wanted to change how that looks, all you have to do is again click on the three dots, change the layout, and then either auto, spotlight, sidebar, that kind of thing. So right here you can see I can actually change the size of the icon so I can fit more people. So if you, let's say you couldn't see everybody in the class, I can change all these to smaller icons so that then more will show up on the screen. So if I have tiled, you can see I can fit quite a few of them in here. So that's how you can do that. So if you want to present and share a document but still be able to see everybody in your meeting, you can do it that way. Some of the other things you can do on this is, of course, share a whiteboard. If you haven't checked out this Jamboard, they call it Open a Jam. A Jamboard is basically a whiteboard that everybody can sort of share with, which is kind of handy. So you can actually share that document with people. If you hit Open a Jamboard, it'll actually show up over here in the attachments, and everybody can open that up, and it's kind of like a Google Doc in a way, and then everybody can kind of write on it at the same time, and you can present that at the same time on here for everybody to see, which is kind of neat. So yeah, or if you want full screen, you can click on that. Settings, this is the other important thing to be able to click on. If you can't hear your microphone, or you don't have the right speaker connected, or if you're having problems with your video, this is where you go to sort of find that information. So it's very simple to use. It's free to use, whereas Teams, if we don't have Office 365, we don't have all the options in Teams, although Teams does have some options to use in a free version, but not everybody has that. And Zoom also costs money. So if we want to use something that's easy and that everybody already has, and this is also something that teachers can be using with their students, because all the students also have access to G Suite. And it links to your Google Drive account as well. So if anybody has any other questions on how to use Meet, if you want to practice around with this and play with it, all you got to do is let me know, and I'm more than happy to have a meeting with people and play around with these things. This is sort of also our backdoor for vConnect for distance learning. So when we have issues with the vConnect and the video conferencing in distance learning, we actually use the Google Meet here. So it works quite well. Okay. Talk to you later.